Hi there, welcome to the new video of data science tutorials, and in this video I will going to talk about a Shiny application that is capable of producing a dynamic UI. So for example, if I have, let's say, two tabs, requirements of creating multiple tabs on the fly, I can go ahead and create it with the help of the numeric input that I am giving. So n number of tabs that is required, I can go ahead and create it. So that is what I will going to talk about, and to get such videos directly in your inbox, you can subscribe, and to view videos related to ClickView, you can go to Data and Tools. So that's quick information I wanted to give. Now let's go back to the example and run the code. Alright, so I have the code already created for you. And it is a fairly simple code because we want to start with this how to create a dynamic UI, and maybe in coming days we will make it more complex as we will progress through the complexity. So the first thing is giving a numeric input into the sidebar panel, which is basically allowing the user to create or to give the number of tabs that needs to be created. By default, what we have specified is just one tab to start with. And in the main panel, we are giving the UI output. The user interface output as new tabs. So this new tabs is part of the server. So output $new tabs. So from here the output is going, and what we are giving is the render UI. Within the render UI function, that means we want to take input and render the UI back to the main panel. And here is in just 2 lines, the entire piece is going on, which is enabling the dynamic UI. So what we are trying to create is the tab set panel, and here is the syntax for tab set panel, which basically takes multiple input as a function tab panel, and need a string to give it a name and couple of other parameters, and then the second, and then the third, and so on and so forth. So basically the idea is, if we can automate this this particular parameters for tab panel, then we can pass it into the tab set panel function and then call it to create the dynamic tabs into the Shiny app. So how we are dynamically specifying the parameters for this tab panel is by using the lapply function. What basically does is it provides or supplies the list of parameters to the function specified, which is tab panel in this case. So here is a tab panel function which needs first input as the title of the tab. So what we are doing is we are specifying it here in this particular code, the title. So we are saying paste. Within the paste, it is first saying tab, and then it is iterating it through the number of tabs which it is receiving from the user. So 1 : input $tabs, that means the number of tabs which it is getting as an input from the UI, and then separating it by a space. Alright, so what it does is it just creates the title for this tab panel as a parameter. So once it is stored it into the object, that how many numbers the user have supplied or changed, accordingly it goes ahead and in the second line of code it basically call the function which is tab panel and provide the parameter value, which is nothing but this entire value. So once it provides this value, tab set panel is basically creating a tabs based on the number of tabs user specified along with the title. And this entire code is then going back to here in the UI output, new tabs with this ID, because that is what we have specified it over here as an output that we want associated with the render UI. So that's the main thing I wanted to explain you. At first it sounds, or it basically looks a little bit daunting because a lot of code is going on here, but it's simply like giving the title to a tab panel by using the lapply and based on getting the inputs from the user, and then finally calling the function do.call. If you are not aware about how these two things happens, what you can do is you can simply write lapply function, and what it gives you the good information about what it is, and along with the example down there, so you can go through it. And the second thing is do.call. You can put a question mark and it basically execute a function call. So based on what function to execute, what are the arguments, stuff like that, and that is what we have given. Tab set panel is the function, and here is the argument, which allows us to dynamically call the tab set panel based on the parameters given by the users. So that's all I wanted to discuss in this video, and I will meet you in the new video with some new topic, and definitely we will going through a lot in upcoming videos related to this dynamic UI